حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله كما هو أحد. الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وخاتم النبيين مولانا أبي القاسم محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. أما بعد، my elders, my brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
By the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and by the blessings bestowed upon our community through the Ahl Bayt alayhim salam, we are gathered here once again today to commemorate or to celebrate the birth of an esteemed lady who, whilst being born within the garden of the Ahl Bayt alayhim salam, was not a masoom. Nonetheless, her akhlaq and her behavior and her personality portrayed those higher standards that each and every one of us, men and women, can emulate from. Before I start discussing on the virtues of this holy personality, the question I ask myself and I ask you as well, when we come to these gatherings, especially a place like this that has been named after this esteemed lady and has been in existence for years by the sadaqah of this lady's Christian religion, and inshallah it will stay for more years to come. When we come to these gatherings, what do we leave with from here? For me, I remember since childhood, whenever we came to such gatherings, the most beloved thing for a child is the gift that they get, the token they get from such a gathering, or the tabarukat that we get, whether it is juice or whatever fruits or whatever tabarukat we take from here. That is what we look forward to. But in reality, the blessings of such gatherings is because of this esteemed lady. She's the one who started the Majalis al-Zikr, this whole session of lectures and whatever we enjoy today as the Madahib of Mohamedali is because of her sacrifices and her efforts. So what do we want to take from here? The other thing that we might say we take from here, we just heard Hadith Kisa. And in Hadith Kisa, the Holy Prophet towards the end gives a promise. He says to Amirul Mu'mineen, when he's asked what happens when on the earth the Shia or the lovers of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam recite this Hadith Kisa, what is the benefit? Straight away the Holy Prophet says, by the prophethood that I have been bestowed with, by this risala that I have been given, everybody who sits in such a gathering, any problems that they come with, the afflictions are lifted. If they have sorrow in their hearts, the sorrow is removed. This is the fazail of listening to Hadith Kisa or sitting in gatherings where Hadith Kisa is recited. And lastly, anybody who comes with a wish, his wishes are fulfilled. So is this the only thing that I come to this Majalis al-Zikr? I'm not saying that we stop coming because this is all I'm getting. No. We need to put our minds into a certain mindset. When we come to such gatherings, we want to acquire some sort of information, some sort of knowledge that we can go back with and share with those who are close to us and also apply in our lifestyles. The lady that we are gathered today to commemorate her wiladat or her birthday is none other than Zaynab al-Kubra, or in other names known as Thaniya Zahra, the daughter of Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Now, this lady, as I said earlier, was not a masoom. However, in her life, if we are to take some of the attributes or actions of this lady, we realize that this lady played a majestic role in a lot of facets. I'll borrow an example from Sheikh Katman's lecture yesterday, where he spoke about a woman being able to multitask, to do more than one thing at a time. Sayyida Zahra bin Zaynab alayhi salam, in her life, played the role of the granddaughter of the Holy Prophet. She played the role of the daughter of Amir al-Mu'mineen and Zahra alayhi salam. She played the role of the sister of Hassanain alayhi salam, as well as the other brothers and sisters. She played the role of a wife to Janab Abdullah. She played the role of a mother to the two beloved children on in Muhammad, who she sacrificed on the plains of Karbala. She also played the role of the aunt of Janab Ruqayya and Janab Sukaina and the other nieces and nephews that were there. On top of that, she also played the role of a statesperson when she took over the reins of the Caravan of Abd al-Hussein from Karbala on the way to Kufa, Sham, and on the way back to Medina. Now when we look at all these facets of Sayyida Zaynab alayhi salam, in any role, whenever we analyze her history, we will not find that for a moment did she perform or do any deed that was against what the Sharia of Muhammad says. Everything that she practiced was exactly what the Prophet and his Ahl have preached to us and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded in the Holy Quran. I'll give another example. Mullah Sajjad this morning gave me a very thought-provoking thought. He said in one of the mushaira or the qasidas that we normally hear about Bibi Zaynab, there is one line that says that she is the complete book of Nubuwah. Bibi Zaynab alayhi salam is the complete book of Nubuwah. He asked me, have you ever thought about what this one line says in a whole? For years I've been listening to this, I never thought about it. When I sat down and I listed all the great prophets from Adam till Khatam, you find that Bibi Zaynab played the role that has been played by all these prophets in their lifetimes. How? And this is the point I want to drive across today, because it's a lesson for us as well, and our ladies, especially for us men. Whatever the prophets suffered in their lifetime, Bibi Zaynab in one lifetime suffered all those problems. We begin with Nabi Nuh alayhi salam. In his 1,000 years, it is said that 600 years he was stoned, repeatedly stoned by his ummah until he would fall unconscious. He would be revived after 3-4 days, he would go again to preach. What happened to Sayyida Zaynab? In Kufa and Sham, we hear that they were stoned, the caravan was stoned. She faced that kind of humiliation, but she faced it bravely, just like Nabi Nuh, and she did not give up. Nor did she panic, nor at any stage did she retaliate in any way. She still continued with the message that was to be given. At the same time, from Nabi Nuh, we see a lesson. The son of Nabi Nuh turned out to be against the Prophet. Here is Sayyida Zaynab, not a Masum. Born in the house of prophethood, she takes the message of prophethood and preaches it in her personality, in her actions, unlike the son of Nabi Nuh. She embodies all those sifat, all the qualities that are meant to be embodied by any person who follows the teachings of the Holy Prophet. We come to Nabi Musa alayhi salam. When Nabi Musa is instructed to go to Fir'aun, and Nabi Musa says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I stutter. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals the ayah in the Holy Quran, which he recites that, oh Allah, give power to my tongue that I can be eloquent. Look at Bibi Zaynab alayhi salam. When she comes into the darbar of Kufa and Sham, especially in Sham, the whole darbar has been decorated. Dignitaries have been invited. The whole idea was to humiliate and suppress the message of Abdullah Hussein. They wanted to humiliate Bibi Zaynab alayhi salam and the whole group of the rest of the family members. What happens instead? With such eloquence does she give a khutbah, and not only a khutbah, that it's not something that any lay person can talk about. It was a very intellectual debate that she had in the darbar of Yazid, such that the effect immediately, first there was an ashab who was blind, and he straight away says, has Qiyamah come? Why? Because the style of this khutbah was that of Amir al-Mu'mineen, and he says, I remember that a hadith says that before the day of Qiyamah, Amir al-Mu'mineen will arise again. Has he come? Because that is the style that I'm hearing. He couldn't see who he was reciting the khutbah. khutbah. Number one. Number two, there were dignitaries in that society, or in that hall, or in that palace of Yazid, the Pharaoh of the time, who had been misinformed. And when they heard this khutbah, they started having waswas in their hearts. Have we come to entertain ourselves and enjoy ourselves in something that is wrong and bad? Are we on the wrong? They started asking questions, even of Yazid. What have you called us here for? What you told us and what we are hearing from this lady is something different. She was so eloquent that even Yazid at one point could not answer back. This is where she even superseded the abilities of Abu Musa. She did not tremble or fear in front of the Pharaoh of her time. Look at the history and you will find Nabi Ayub alayhi salam. Nabi Ayub was very rich. In our time,